Guys, my name is Minnie Matikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to look into something that happened in the courtroom, and I think we were oblivious to that. But I think we need to really look into things for what they are because there's a lot of things that are questionable there. And at this point, that is why I want Ramusipile to unravel everything. He must come for everything in that courtroom. Every testimony, even if it was something small, he needs to look into it. He needs to discredit Constable Zungu to the core. He needs to destroy his ability to have a comeback. He needs to have I wanted Ramsipule to be able to destroy any testimony, anything, even if it looks like a mustard seed, it needs to be destroyed. Everything that Constable Zungu said in that courtroom, and it must live to die in every moment Ramsipule is on the stand. I want Ramsipule to make sure Uguti he destroys everything that was brought by Zungu in that courtroom. Everything that Constable Zungu brought in that courtroom. You guys know that in every trial, in every criminal trial, there is one silent witness that cannot be cross-examined. That cannot be intimidated by anyone, that cannot forget. No matter how much you try, it will never forget. That witness is what? Is time. It is time. And on the night Senzo Meyiwa died, on the night of 26th of October 2014, time left digital footprint that refuses to disappear. So today, let us examine in the Senzo Meyiwa trial where courtroom testimony collided with the public record and lost because there is something that happened there. In an open court, it was suggested clearly and firmly that on the night Senzo Meyiwa died, there was no news in the public domain. That is not true. It's all lies. It's all lies. No widespread awareness, no social media storm, no immediate public reaction. It can't be right. That one is lies. This position was advanced in testimony involving Constable Sizwe Zungu and later echoed in judicial commentary by Judge Ratamufatleng. But courtrooms do not exist in vacuum, and facts do not bend because they are inconvenient. Now, the time of death. Let us anchor ourselves in what is not disputed. Senzo was fatally shot. Time of death was placed around 8 p.m. That is the fixed point. Everything else must align with it or be questioned. Okay? So let's look at the digital clock starts ticking. Within 1 hour of that moment, between 9 and 10, something remarkable happened. Not in whispers, not behind closed doors, but in public view. Facebook happened. 2014, Facebook was big. Facebook was big. Public post morning Senzo Meyiwa began to appear, not days later, not after midnight, not the next morning, no. The same night, that same night, time-stamped, still archived. There is a lot of things that were said for Senzo Meyiwa. There is a lot that was said. Even on Twitter, between 9 to 10 p.m., the name Senzo Meyiwa began trending in South Africa. By midnight, the conversation had crossed borders. This was not a rumor, this was reaction. And reaction only follows knowledge. So when Constable Zungu said it only appeared on papers and online the following day, he lied. He lied in the courtroom. That's not true. That can't be true. That was a lie. Reaction only follows knowledge. So the reaction started between 9 and 10 p.m. here in South Africa on social media. And then by midnight, it has crossed borders to everywhere else in the world. Anyone that knew of Senzo Meyiwa knew by that time via social media. Then the rest of the world started knowing on the 27th. But Constable Zungu lied and said that they only saw the news and the newspapers the following day. It was reported widely on social media, and then it made the morning news on radio stations the following day, 6 a.m. news. It was on the, what you call that show, morning, on the morning live shows, it was there. So he must not come and lie and say no. Digital footprint was there. This video is about me saying that lying Zungu, Constable Zungu, must not come here and lie. That is why I want Ramsipule to make sure everything that man said, iyaphikiswa. He must dispute even that, him lying about the digital footprint of Senzo Meyiwa's time of death and how it was not in social media the night he died. It's a lie. It's a lie. It matters that in court because this is not about social media gossip. It's about credibility. KaZungu. If the public knew, then the assertion that there was no public domain knowledge becomes deeply problematic because the courts rely on accurate timelines, reliable witnesses, consistent accounts, which Uzungu, the constable, is not part of that. He is a liar. He is a story creator. When a timeline collapses, confidence collapses with it. So that is where Ramsipule must go into. Kill that bloody confidence of that bloody liar, which is Constable bloody lying Zungu. That one. He must deal with that, Ramsipule. And there's a lot of things that he can deal with. Here is the uncomfortable question the court must confront. If ordinary citizens knew the night Senzo died, if fans knew the night Senzo died, if the world knew the same night, how did law enforcement not know? He's lying, that bastard. Ela Koki. And if they did not know, then why suggest otherwise under oath? This is where silence becomes loud. So Amapolisa already knew also because they were called. Abo Nansika knew same day. Abo Sbiya, the general. He must not lie and say there was no footprint. There was. There was. So in law, there is a concept called judicial notice. Courts are allowed, indeed, required to recognize facts that are so notorious, so widely known, that they do not need proof. A global trending death of a national football icon is not obscure. It is not debatable. It is not speculative. It is a matter of record. And that thing was on record the same night between 9 and 10 p.m. It was already on digital footprint. Constable Zungu must not come and lie. Those are things that Ramsipule must bloody challenge. Adilenela Koki. Adilenela Menemene le Koki. Adilenalo. That's why I'm saying, even if he must come for it to show that man is a lying, non-credible person, police officer. And I want everything that Ramsipule does in that courtroom, starting from Monday, it must paint Constable Zungu with a paint of perjury from point Z to A, from point A to Z. It must paint him with a brush of perjury all the way through. I want Ramsipule to come for his dignity, come for his lies, come for his, he must be seen as a pathological liar who can't be trusted because he is one. That's what Ramsipule needs to do. Makam kame, amomise, abe washing a line in a chiswedi land. That's what I want him to do. So we are left with two versions of reality. The version spoken in court, which is a lie by Constable Zungu. The second version, the version preserved by timestamps, servers, and global reaction. Only one can be true. And it's not the Zungu one. And digital evidence has a cruel honesty. It does not forget, it does not adjust, and it does not testify to please anyone. That is why Constable Zungu must be exposed for the liar that he is. He is a liar, that one. Bachilo abantu bakowabo ubabakhe wathi unamanga, umshana wakhe wathi unamanga, nomshana wakhe wesibili bathi unamanga, unamanga, uqamba amanga, ukhuluma amanga, unamanga. Yes, it needs to be there. uRamsipile must come for all of that. That man needs to be dealt with, guys, by all means necessary. That is the only way to save Untanzi. If it means playing dirty, he must play and come for him personally. He must come for his credibility, come for his lying. Yay! He must come for everything, Jay. He must come for everything that Constable Zungu said. That's what I want Ramsipile to do. Everything, every bit of everything that he says, he must come for it. Destroy him. Because Uzungu does not deserve any grace, any mercy, anything. He deserves to be buried with his lies, live in that courtroom, by evidence. He deserves that. And this moment in the Senzo Meyiwa trial is not a footnote. It is a fault lie, because that bastard lied. Because when a court minimizes what the world already knew, the question is no longer about social media. It is about the truth, reliability, and whether the foundation of the case are steady or shifting beneath our feet. Time has already spoken. The only question left is whether the courtroom is listening. So if justice is blind, it must still be awake. And on the 26th of October 2014, the world was already wide awake. They knew about Senzo Meyiwa's death. It needs to be on record. And uRamsipile needs to come for everything there is to come for. Am I bluffing when I say he must come for Zungu, sideways, frontwards, backward, everywhere? He must come for him, for his credibility. He must leave it in Tata. He must come for him. Angamceli at all. What are your thoughts when it comes to that? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Do you believe that Senzo Meyiwa's death was only talked about on the 27th of October 2014, or you are one of the people that knew about it that night between 9 and 10, between 10 and 11, between 11 and 12 midnight for the 27th? Which person are you? What do you know? How did you find out? Let's talk in the comment section. I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.